No, it's you.
Are you the main host tonight?
You're the main host. We're the co-hosts.
Oh,
Janice.
hey, welcome. Look,
Hi.
it's too bright.
Hello. Oh,
And we're all off to the side.
it's okay. It's perfect.
You need to scoot down. No, I'll move it. Anyway,
Yeah.
you're the host.
Okay, well, welcome to Doodle Together. We have a different set of folks for us tonight. So unfortunately, Lucy and Julian are unavailable this evening. But my sister is here. Woohoo!
Hello.
And Ben's adjusting the camera. And then, of course, we have our regular Janice. How's it going?
Fine.
Hi, Janice. Good to see ya.
And
Wait. Is that like a up fine or a down fine or a middle fine?
there was a little bit of a look.
It's just like how I always am. Middle fine.
Oh.
Middle fine.
Middle
Straight of the
fine.
road, middle fine.
Middle fine.
Right.
That's
Okay.
good. That's a good question. That's a good way to dig into the fine, Ben.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's a smooth
Up fine
Yeah.
and down fine.
Yeah, we're very rested and relaxed and ready to doodle.
Except that we did frantically put together a lasagna right before this because we wanted to get it in the
With the
oven.
camera.
Oh, whoa.
I'll fix it.
Whoa.
I'll fix it.
Whoa.
Go.
Whoa.
Go ahead. So
Yeah,
what are we drawing
technical.
tonight?
So today's word is weapon, and I have absolutely no idea what to do because it's because the rapid detectives, I don't know, they're not violent, so I guess they could be examining a weapon. But what are your thoughts? Janice, do you have a plan?
Yeah, I'm gonna draw the knotted gun.
The what?
Oh, the non-violence.
Oh, the
Yeah,
gun with the
there's a
knot.
Non-violent weapon.
And then there's different people who have like just drawn,
Very
their
nice.
interpretation. So
Yeah.
it was a sculpture that was done after John Lennon was killed.
Nice.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's a really nice one.
That is iconic because as soon as you said it, it was like, oh yeah,
I think I've seen it also with the flower coming out
oh yeah.
as like a variation. I'm not sure if that was the
Well,
original.
Ringo Starr did one, which I'm gonna kind of do it kind of like that, with peace signs, and then he's got Imagine written on the gun.
Mhm.
Anyway, I'm gonna do it kind of that version, but with however I want to decorate the gun.
Nice.
That's exciting.
I like
That's
that
a good
idea.
idea.
That sounds really nice. Like a non-violent.
I just Googled for rabbit and weapon, and it's mostly rabbits holding guns.
Oh,
Oh.
jeez.
I mean, they're like cartoonish rabbits holding guns.
Do they fight
Very
with
Monty
their feet
Python.
at all?
Pardon?
Do they use their feet to fight their?
I think
like their
actually
back
they're.
paws, or-
I think when they fight, they do use their hands and they box, but they mostly use their teeth, I think.
Oh.
Yeah.
Also, I wanted to say I noticed that there's someone watching. And so if you can figure out the interface, comment, tell us, what are you going to draw tonight?
Or you could text.
Or text.
Is it Greg?
Well, Greg's busy, right?
Yeah, I
It's
think
busy.
he's rehearsing electric violin.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. But I made a special request for the Zorn parents to watch tonight. And we did a lot of extra outreach to ensure that they would knock that 0 to a 1. So hopefully they came through, in which case, thank you, Zorns.
And also, Mom, if it's helpful for you, I can occasionally ask Siri on my watch to tell me what the Chiefs score is. So we can keep up to date
Oh
on that as
no,
well.
I have it right in front of me.
Well, maybe you can give us updates
What
from
is-
time to
what
time when
is
there's
7-7 right
great
now.
plays made or anything.
What's the current score?
Tied 7-7 in the second quarter.
How
In the
much is
second
left in the
quarter.
second quarter till the halftime?
About 9 minutes
And who are they playing?
Katie's watching.
Oh, nice.
in Las Vegas. Oh, sorry.
Yay!
So hey,
Hi,
thanks
Katie.
for
Katie.
watching,
Hi, Katie.
Katie. And we're figuring out a theme for next season, so we'd love to talk to you about that.
Oh yeah, Ben has some ideas.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we've been picked up for a new season.
Picked up, huh?
Yeah, it happened after the last episode. I got the call and we were on a vacation. It was like it made the whole trip.
Yeah. Who called you? Larry David?
It's just one of the lesser streaming services. All right, so I think we're gonna get drawing
All right,
now.
yeah, we better get drawing.
Do you know what you're gonna draw? So Lisa's gonna be drawing, and you can see that's what it looks like.
This
Lisa.
this is really hard. I need to figure out what I'm gonna draw like right away then, so that I can get started.
Yeah. So I think mine is gonna be pretty easy tonight. I think. Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, I can't figure this darned thing out.
Shucks. You mean.
So yeah, we'll keep yours, off
Yeah.
until you're
I
ready.
think that's a good idea. I need to brainstorm a little bit.
So I'm gonna draw this musical artist that's named Dead Mouse 5. Dead Mouse.
Dead
I think.
Mouse, which is
Not
also
5,
rabbit.
but the S looks like a 5. It is a 5.
Mhm.
indeed.
Mm-hmm.
But in any case, they have a song called "Raise Your Weapon."
Mm-hmm.
And
Which
so-
we've been listening to today.
Yeah, we listened to it today, and so we decided to draw it. But I feel like this should be pretty easy because it's basically just like some shapes, So
Yeah.
so we'll see.
Is that a rabbit or maybe it's a mouse? It's dead mouse, I guess. I
Yeah.
don't know why I thought of it as a rabbit. I think I have an association with everything with rabbits, which is not correct.
Yeah, and there's a part of me that wants to just use a circle tool or something, but I think it's much better just to try to draw
'cause you're
it.
on a pad, so you could.
Yeah, whoops, that's not right. So let's figure this
I'm
out.
jealous now. You're really selling the.
You told me you didn't want to do it. I asked
No,
you.
I know. I'm gonna be a completionist and finish out these 3 on paper, and then I think I will make the switch.
I got my first COVID test a few days ago because we were coming back on a trip from a trip, and you have to get a test to come back in the U.S., which actually is a great policy. But and so I got it, and in the people before us that were getting it, it was a family.
There was this teenager.
There was a teenager and there was a mom, and they both kind of freaked out, but the mom really freaked out, and I just can't believe it. I was so surprised by that,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
Okay, here's an idea. You know how, because it's sort of.
I'm not sure I remember how to
defensive.
use this program. This might not be a good stream, you guys.
It's okay.
All right.
It'll be a good stream.
It's gonna be good no matter
It's
what.
gonna
Don't
be so
worry.
good. Okay, here's an idea. You know how sometimes I'm trying. Is there a particular movie or something
Oh my God.
where the
Movies-
people,
oh my God. What is
where there's people standing back to back with weapons? I'm sure it's done. It's probably been done in 1,000 movies.
Yeah, many
Okay.
things.
Oh,
Is there? Because I think maybe the Rabbit Detective should be that because they're in a perilous situation.
Remember the brother and
You know, and
sister
they're-
and the one we were standing, keep coming
one?
back.
Oh, wait. Give me a
They were
little
like,
more.
I think they're Hoppa, the Hoppa brother and sister. Oh, she might have turned out to be evil, but
The
she had really
Hoppa
cool
brothers.
outfits.
Give
I'm
us-
doing
give
terrible
Is this a
us
job.
TV show or
Yes.
is it's a TV show?
Altered Carbon, maybe?
What?
Oh.
Yeah.
Didn't they have one where they were back to back?
Yeah.
When they first find each other after they've lost each other.
I
That's
don't know if I can find that picture.
That's a very specific
Maybe
one.
I'll
I was
look
just
for
thinking.
back
to
back to back. Ben, you're good at searching for images. Back to back, guns raised, something like that. Back to back with guns pose. It
Yeah.
filled that in.
That's a pretty standard pose.
It is a pretty standard pose. Like the cover of 20. It's a buddy cop theme,
Oh,
and there's
yeah. I'm picturing Rush Hour.
stock photo, Lethal Weapon,
Lethal Weapon.
which we
I made
watched.
Lisa watch Lethal Weapon. I'm sorry.
It's
Oh, I should have drawn Mel Gibson.
oh.
Were
'cause
you
of-
laughing at that, Mom?
Yeah.
Nice.
I think Dead Mouse is
Has
good.
she had never seen it before?
I don't think so. I think we did a whole series on 80s depiction of cities and violence because I really liked Blue Thunder when I was little.
I don't think I've seen that either. Or the weapon.
But I'm not saying that
We
they're
watched
good
all the Lethal Weapons.
necessarily.
or more.
There's multiple.
Did we watch all of them? Yeah, we
Didn't
did.
we?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
This is hard. I still don't know what to draw.
There's a lot of pictures of people with their hands in a guns pose. And they're stock photos, so they're very arbitrary and strange. So maybe I should use the lethal weapons one isn't bad actually. But there's always a third person. There's a third person in the back. It's Joe Pesci. He's got his head peeking out,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And then also 21.
Wait, you're not going to draw Lethal Weapon?
No, I mean with bunnies.
Oh, well, that'll be hard.
I know, it'd be really
Mel
hard.
Gibson Bunny already got canceled, so.
Mel Gibson bunny. There's also 21 Jump Street. The newer one has them wearing their back-to-back pose, and one of them's gun is up and one of them's gun is down. I don't know if that's better. I think I
That's
should
rough.
probably do
This
Lethal
is
Weapon,
hard.
but bunnies conversion, and that's going to be hard.
Yeah,
Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
I think that's over.
Oh, yeah. So a lot of these are terrible. Like look at this one. It's like,
Jeez.
who the
Oh, that's awful.
couple
See, that's where I feel like
gun
I
images.
don't want to, like, all these images are disturbing to me, and I'm like, oh, everything I see, I'm like, I don't want
Here's
to draw that.
two businessmen standing back to back with their hands in a gun pose.
Well, maybe we should think about weapon like more. Is there some other like using
Oh, like
your
a book?
intelligence
Information?
as a weapon?
Information.
Yeah,
That's true.
or something like that, or maybe one of those Chinese, nuclear gliders can go all around the world and target a certain
That
place and
is.
hit it.
I just think that might be.
I read an
out.
article about those, and the difference is that the old type of nukes, it has to be targeted at a particular location, and they can't change it once it's going.
Mhm.
But this one, it can just be like floating around and be like, boom, that place.
Well,
It's a
but
nightmare.
it's a little out of scope for the rabbit detectives. I mean,
No, I don't think it's drawing. Sorry.
I think I'm gonna do Lethal
Apologize.
Weapon,
That's a hard.
but rabbitized.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna think of something faster. Burning
You
time.
can. I know. Well, I'm burning time
It's
as well.
6:16.
This is why I'm always late to post.
It's hard. It's hard.
Is this what happens? Is this the
Yes,
process?
this is me being like, oh, jeez.
Is it the
Oh,
issue?
geez.
Oh, jeez, I don't know.
This is hard. Okay, I'm gonna do Lethal Weapon.
But in my defense, I feel like this prompt is like especially hard because I'm like all these things. I'm like, this makes me sad.
yeah,
I don't want to draw something that makes me sad.
Well, that's why Ben.
But maybe if it's like a talon, like
Yeah.
It should just be
cat's
something
claw.
random. Yeah,
Or
yeah,
a bird's
cat's
claw.
claw,
there
exactly.
you go.
Perfect.
a natural.
Cat's claw
I think
is
that
a
sounds
weapon.
great.
Yeah, and so is a bird's claw.
There's some quote about
keep
nature and
telling
it says nature red in tooth and claw.
Mhm. Tooths and
Well, that's
claws.
about how nature is brutal. A lot of times
Yes.
people use that to justify their own violence.
Oh, I know.
Oh,
but
that's-
we're not
That's
nature.
silly. They're not born with
It's not what
it.
it
If you're not
means.
born with tooth and claw, then
Yeah.
go tooth and claw yourself.
But we have
Sorry.
our guns are our tooths
All right.
and claw, I guess.
So the
No.
proportions on this are kind of
All right.
bad.
So now I have the lethal weapon pose, so I need to find the bunnies. And Ben, do you think that Mel Gibson is
Cancel.
icy?
he's canceled.
Did
Do
she
you think
say
he's-
Mel Gibson?
Mel Gibson. Do you think
Okay.
he's more like icy? And then Cassandra is
Yeah,
what's his
Icy's
name?
definitely more like.
Yeah, because he's a little hot-headed.
Yep, you're right about that.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like this is just. Ugh.
And then I have to go find a bunny picture, which is also hard because I've got like a billion of them.
All right, I found my drawings.
All right, I'm sorry. This is. I'm glad my cam isn't.
Oh, it's on. It just isn't.
It's not big because.
Weird.
All right, I'm getting closer. Come on, Icy. I need some icy pictures. I need some good ones.
Do you just have photo shoots with him all the time?
Yeah, I mean,
Because that sounds amazing.
I have like a billion pictures of him on my phone, but I need to find one where he's like at the right angle. That's a pretty good one. And also, the thing is that he, I use these pictures of him a fair amount, so. Okay, I'm gonna save this one.
Yeah, that's nice to have a myriad of photos to choose from. Sorry.
I know.
I think I watched Heather's recently, so
Oh.
I think that word's in my head.
Nice. All right. Oh my gosh, these pictures of Bunny Loki when she was a big mess, and now she's a beautiful bunny, all cleaned up. Aw. Okay. We need a Cassandra.
Right.
They're gonna be in a buddy movie. Oh,
Oh, my big on it.
Oh.
Really? What?
oh man. Hey, look it. Is it 3?
We have multiple watchers now?
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Soren, you must have come through. I can't imagine who else would be there. Good job.
Honored.
They're like, just kidding. Just kidding. We like to joke that you're
You
sleeping.
shouldn't
Don't
upset
mock
the
the
viewers,
viewers.
sister.
We're
It's
just
not
joking.
a
I'm just joking. I think it's funny.
don't poke the bear. You know what I mean?
All right, here's a good picture of Cassandra. All right, I think I'm finally.
Are you ready to
I'm
start?
ready to
So
start.
we can show yours because mine
Yours is-
Awesome. I like it.
is a mess.
Okay.
It's bad.
Okay.
All right. So
All right. So first of all, I got some scaling. Can I start with a pencil? Would that be like really offensive?
I always do.
Okay.
And well, recently I was trying not to, but it's hard.
I think I have to because this is a lot of logistics to work out. And
It's a zero judgment zone system.
okay. And when we were
Zero
when
judgment.
we were practicing our drawing on our vacation, we got to use pencils, and I did use a lot of erasing. So okay. So the point is, I got to make these bunny heads much bigger than I normally do because this is like the scale is different. You know what I'm saying?
okay, so we're gonna switch to yours for a little bit.
Oh, geez.
What do you think?
All right.
There we go.
I do apologize. How is yours
Oh,
going? Oh, yours.
Bad. But I have a plan now, so I'm not afraid to execute.
So we enjoyed practicing drawing on our trip, and it inspired us to draw more. I think. I mean, it inspired me to draw more. I guess I should not speak on Ben's behalf, but
Yeah, well, we had this art teacher, and she actually did a critique
yeah.
during it, and it was so. I felt actually I was worried because it was always us and other people who've never drawn before,
Yeah, we always feel a little bit.
and I was always like, oh, they're gonna hate this discussion.
You mean because we're gonna feel like they're gonna be like, why do people who draw all the time come
We're
here
like
and draw some more?"
overachievers in the class. Ah,
But
sorry.
I think
Yeah.
I think it was useful because one of her points as an instructor, she was like, drawing is a skill. It's not something that you're born with or whatever. It's a skill like anything else, which I totally agree. And so people who get hung up about like, oh, I'm not good at it. It's like, no, you just practice. She was like, I guarantee if you do it every day, you'll be good at it. And it's like, I think I agree with that assessment.
Yeah.
And I think it's important to know.
Like whatever you put time and effort into.
Yeah. And I think it's impressive that she has to convince like vacationers to like let go of their self-judgment.
Oh.
That is the crushing part of it, you know?
Well, I think for me, that was a big obstacle. I never
Absolutely.
took an art class because I was like, I'm bad at that. And
Yeah.
I was too
absolutely.
scared to try something and failed.
Absolutely. I think most people do that. She was saying we have to learn how to draw like children. Children don't do that. It's only when we get older that we start doing that to ourselves. And I
That's
think
actually
true.
a belief that I have is that when you're a kid, you can like just produce anything and it's like, wow. But when you get older, your standards sort of change.
You get all judgy pants, basically.
Exactly, yeah. And it's not good. It hinders your desire to try things because you're more afraid of failing, or at least I am. I'm not saying everybody's like that.
So I
that's a
got
good
this
point.
rabbit head, and he's really got a big head, which I think is fine. But I think he's going to have to be raising his weapon quite high, which is
Oh, I have to adjust your camera.
so.
It's
a little off.
Moving it around.
Oh, should I? I can also move
No.
my.
Yeah, why don't you try
There.
to keep it
There
there?
we go.
If
Okay.
you can.
I won't move my thingy.
Thank you. So I find that drawing these trying to draw really round and perfect shapes is even harder on the iPad.
Really? But you can adjust it. Can you convert it to a vector and move points around?
One could, but then
But that's cheating. That's super cheating.
exactly. I mean, it's not cheating. I mean, any approach is fine. But...
That's true, Lisa. I mean, if that's cheating, what is using a pencil?
That's true. That's true. There's no cheating.
He does, you know.
Well, but it's kind of like why is it not okay to just use a circle tool? You know, how do you draw the line?
Well, maybe
It
there's
is okay
unnatural
to just-
advantage.
How do you draw the
There's an
line?
unfair advantage to those who are.
It is okay. It's just
Yeah,
not
if
what
you
I
put in
want to
the
do.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't look organic.
Oh
I
my
guess.
gosh, his roundness is so cute. All of his shapes.
He's a. I mean, that's why I like drawing rabbits, is because when I draw them, I'm like, oh, you're so beautiful. Every bit of you is so beautiful. It's like, oh, you're so beautiful. What a beautiful man. Look at these beautiful eyes. Well, also the art teacher, she was always like, you have to let go of what you're drawing because your perception of what shapes are like alters your drawing, so it becomes inaccurate because it gets all screwed up with your notions of what it's supposed to look like.
So I have to take it out, right?
You have to take the foil off and put it back in, and then
Okay.
I'll do it actually.
No, you're drawing.
Well, but I feel like I should
Okay.
look at the instructions.
So we'll switch to mine. Okay.
Should I look at
Let's
the
do it. This is going to be an extra super duper long one.
I will be right back.
Super duper long one. Thanks everyone that is watching tonight. I really appreciate it.
Are Lucy and Julian watching, you think?
I don't know, maybe.
That would be
Maybe.
kind of cool. How does it feel to be the watcher?
Well, this drawing. I mean, basically we're learning how to use the pad, and it's hard. And also I realized this eye is in completely the wrong place. Well, let's fix that. Or try to.
about that noise. Okay.
Yeah, your oven is
I'm-
got some thoughts.
Okay. Timer off. Take the cover off. I know, I'm gonna have to speed up my drawing.
Me too. I'm just so scared of doing that. But fearlessness, that's the name of the game.
It is.
But yeah, I think like it's interesting because I have such a self-critic in there, you know. So it's nice to hear that other people, even who've been doing art for a while, also struggle with that.
Absolutely. I think everybody, it's universal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm like, how do I not mess this up in the next 30 minutes?
Mhm.
How do I unmess this thing up? I'm not sure exactly.
Assuming it's coming from a place of messed up. Interesting.
All right.
Well, that's pretty messed up right now.
Mhm.
Let's be honest.
But
Oh, that's cool.
you can erase them. And also it's very symmetric. I think
It doesn't help.
you're being harsh on yourself. Now my drawing is a true mess.
Oh, geez.
That was a joke. That was a joke. That was a joke.
I'm gonna try something now. It's pretty wild.
Okay. All right. This is also kind of a hard angle for Icy. Okay. All right, so I got this basic Icy shape. Now I'm gonna get,
Now I'm gonna switch back to you.
all right, I'm gonna get the gun. Ooh, okay, so he's not gonna hold the gun in the same place as Mel Gibson, and that's okay.
That is okay.
Where are we? What is happening?
Because I kind of didn't space it correctly. So...
Wait, icy with a gun instead of an ice pick? Sorry.
Oh.
I just feel like, what's his weapon of choice?
What does an ice pick look like? I don't even know.
I mean, it's okay. I don't mean to.
I think I'm gonna keep it a gun
Yeah, keep it
because
yeah.
it's more lethal weapony.
Okay.
Like it's pretty much a lethal weapon spoof.
Okay.
Although I don't have a gosh darn clue about how to draw a gun. And
Neither do I, thankfully.
there's not a lot of space in this drawing for a gun, but I will do my
Did
best.
you set a new timer?
I did, and this one is an oven timer, so I think the oven will turn off on its own. without needing further intervention, in theory. I think this looks like a water pistol, but that's quite all right. Oh, maybe it is
That's
a
a
water
better kind of
pistol.
gun. Yeah.
Oh, I should make it pink.
That would be adorable.
He's got a water pistol, but it's full
Oh.
of acid. Just kidding.
Oh, geez. We'll go with the chemical theme. Yeah, you're combining the
yeah.
chemical from last
Wow.
week.
Well, and also, you know how like bunnies don't like getting wet, really. So a water pistol kind of makes sense.
It's really hard to color and talk at the same time.
Yeah.
That's a skill.
But like, in addition to learning art, I guess I'm not learning, practicing. Maybe it's like meditation, or if you just do it, it counts, right?
Also, I think yes, it does. It's practice. I think also bunnies are not their little hands are not equipped to hold guns like at all.
You
Like it doesn't work.
need opposable thumbs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like doesn't. But it's okay.
that's cool.
All right. I think I got the basic icy down. I think the anatomy maybe doesn't make sense, but that's okay. Oh, his ear goes way further down. Oh man. Can I fix this? And his eye should be higher up, I think. Oof. See, this is what eraser's for, I guess.
Yeah, narrating a drawing is hard.
Yeah. We're not exactly super good at it.
No, I'm impressed. It's such a deep focus mode where I'm like,
Yeah.
my mouth is probably just like hanging
It
open,
is.
and I'm like,
Well, I think
It's probably better that I don't think about what I look like right now.
It's probably, I mean, I think it's also that we're trying to like create some, I think the harder, the more ambitious the drawing is, the harder. you
True.
know.
Maybe I just gotta go for an eat, like stop trying to overdo it.
Yeah, but I kind of find the being ambitious is like also fun.
Yeah.
Like at the vacation place, they kind of talk about how it's a meditative activity because when you're immersed, you kind of lose yourself in it, you know, which I think is true, and it is actually one of the more fun parts. And so when we do it like this, you know, we kind of can't do that as much because we have to also chitter chatter.
Yeah, chitter chatter takes energy.
It takes some of your brain.
Yeah, it's work.
All right. Well, now I'm drawing Cassandra.
You say her name. She's so fancy.
Cassandra. So I like to say Cassandra. I don't know why. And Ben likes to say Cassie, which I think is not. I'm always like, but she's got a Greek name. She's not Cassie. She's Cassandra.
Cassandra.
How's your drawing going, Mom?
Yeah.
Yeah, really quiet over there. Sure. Are you already finished?
Figured out how you take the photo of it, and it's
What do you
not
mean?
what. I'm actually finished
Nice.
because
I knew
remember
it.
I'm drawing in the really small area.
Oh, you're having trouble taking a photo of it?
Well, yeah, it's like I'm having trouble with getting my phone where it doesn't get all distorted. I'm gonna try again.
Oh, the eye placement is tough, man. It's like in between ears. How big is her eye? Because once I go to pen, like these lines are set forever.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Well, I feel like that's why I gave up on pencil. Is like I'd go to pencil and be nice, and then I get a marker and I'd be like, "Whoa, that
Be
just
like,
blew it out of the
That
water."
was an
so.
error. Oopsie doopsie.
So then it's like all my carefully laid plans all fell by the wayside. And-
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I think a lot of the
Sorry.
challenge with this is the timing. It's the time that we have to do it quickly. Because, you know, if I could work this out for like another hour, it'd be great.
Yeah.
But I just can't, and that's good because then it does also force you to let go. It's like, yeah,
Right. Right.
No.
Exactly. It's just like
I'm
let
just
it be.
gonna do what I can do. And it also, I'm realizing how foreign a gun is to me. Like, I really just don't know anything about what a gun looks like or anything. Which is,
Yeah, I don't think mine's totally proportional.
Yeah, that'd be kind of frightening. I'm glad I don't really know.
yeah, it's true. It's not a bad thing.
Yeah, not something I'm like wanting to get up close and personal with anytime soon. So
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm very a-okay with that. I could increase the distance between me and guns. Here for it. But yeah, I feel like I always do cats, and so I'm like, oh, what a cop out to do a cat.
No. Well,
your
I
thing.
always do
Yeah.
rabbits, so I think it makes sense.
Well, but you are actually able
we can
to
have sub-themes.
properly draw and rabbits,
Oh, no.
whereas like I feel like I
You
never
have a good
quite
style, Kat.
never
Yeah.
quite learned how to.
You have your own style of cat, and I also think that is itself important. Like, just as I have a style of rabbits, and other people draw rabbits differently, and like that's cool, you know.
Okay, you're right.
Because
Gotta get rid of
we're
that
not.
self-judgment.
Yeah, we're not. This isn't about photorealism. We're not doing like a photo. It's a doodle, so it can't be photorealism class. So therefore, there's going to inherently be a style. That's part of what's awesome about it.
Yeah, I feel like accidental style.
All right.
That's all I've ever.
I think I have to switch from the pencil. I think it does have sort of a buddy movie kind of a feel here. Oh, but then I should have them wear the detective coat, shouldn't I? Yeah, because you know they are the detectives. Okay, that's the fun. See, and I think that's actually good because it becomes more fantastical. You know, it's not about Icy being a realistic.
It's a water gun. I like it's a water gun. I think it's
Yeah. So maybe I should. What color do you think of a water gun? I think of them as like pink and green. Didn't we have water guns?
Yeah, like we had like a magenta.
Yeah. So I think I will convert them into water guns, and it is nicer.
Oh.
Also, like, I feel like I don't have a good sense for what a tie looks like when I have to draw it larger.
That's awesome. I wouldn't
Like, I don't know. Because I feel like usually the tie is very small, so I don't have to worry about these details. But in this case,
A tie?
yeah, like a knotted tie. Because Cassandra always wears a tie.
Well, it just has that shape. It's like a inverted frustum or something.
Yeah. Well, Cassandra has
Inverted what? Is that a shape?
Frustum.
Oh.
Frustum is like the thing that they stand on at the circus. Like
All right.
it's like a
Podium?
circle, and it goes up a little bit, and then there's another circle. It's like
And then, does it rotate or is it just?
no, it's just like a thing you stand.
All right. It's time
Custom.
for
That's cool. I learned a new
My
word.
drawings.
time for colors. And since this is so much larger in scale, I'm going to go with a big outline. Like I got to use the micro line 0.5. I'm going big. That lasagna was so rushed. I hope I did not mess it up.
Is it still coming?
It's cooking.
Okay, good.
It's 15 minutes, and then it's 30 minutes with the cover, and then 15 minutes without the cover.
I'm excited for vegan lasagna.
And I did improvise a little bit by putting in those zucchini bits, so we'll see.
Oh, nice. I like zucchini. It's like they're hearty.
Yeah.
We're putting mom and dad to bed for sure. But it's very soothing. It's, it's a
It's all
nice.
good.
Yeah, who needs to watch golf? Okay, you got Doodles. Actually, no, we're way more exciting than golf.
Golf. Who watches golf?
I didn't ever watch that before bed.
Did
feel
she?
Like. Yeah. Because it's like, there's grass and screens. Not
That's
really
weird.
going to change. It's all the same.
I've never considered watching golf in my life.
I don't find television soothing, though.
I only find certain things soothing, like British mystery shows. I do find those soothing, but like not other things.
Although Cosmos, I do have to say,
Oh.
I watched the new one with Neil deGrasse Tyson, and that is very
Is
soothing.
it soothing?
Yeah.
Well, it looks like you took the photo, Mom.
Yeah, I did.
Nice.
I already have something figured out for next week, and I think I probably will practice because
Nice.
it's I guess it's like a style that I would like to be able to achieve. So
Is that a surprise for next week?
It's exciting.
Yeah.
Nice.
I need a little break from what I'm doing anyway around the house, so I should take the time.
I like that you know in advance what you're gonna do.
I know.
I'm always like,
Whereas you can see we're the like seat of the pants.
Well,
yeah.
I think
I
I'd
don't
be
even
too
know where-
panicked if I didn't. So I'm just not at the point where I can just think of something at the last minute.
Yeah.
Huh.
That's like way too stressful for me.
Well,
Yeah, I think I lack the planning. Maybe it's the
I know.
procrastination.
Well, no, there's a few days where I think I have a plan, but it's rare. And I think it's becoming more rare. I think it depends on how busy the week is and stuff.
True. What's going on?
I feel like these bunnies' fingers or these bunny paws are so featureless that they just look like giant thumbs, and that's creepy, but that's okay. It's okay.
Have you drawn like the Monty Python rabbits that are all scary?
I don't think I have. All right. Okay. I got the outlines in, and I am going to color finally. And as we know with Cassandra, I'm going to need all the dark grays. The C7. Ooh, grayish. Oh, this is one of yours. I was like, grayish violet. I don't have a grayish violet. That's actually awesome.
It's true, actually. If you want to do some Copics.
C5. And now
Marker
Ben and I don't
shades.
have to argue for markers. C1. And then I also need, the standard colors that are required for their outfits, which are a standard set now because I've drawn them in these outfits all the time. And they're like, why do we never get to change our clothes? That is an excellent question, bunnies.
I should like sew some real outfits.
Don't know the answer. And then they always have a delicate pink for their little, lips, nose lips.
Oh,
Yeah. And they have delicate little pinkness, just a little. I don't know why I'm doing that first. Really probably should be last, but that's okay. And it's a little bit, this one's a little too saturated. I feel like I blush. That sounds perfect. He's got a little blush in his ears, All right. And also they got he's got these bright eyes. These bunnies have bright eyes. And Cassandra is just so complex. I feel like I did feel like I could do more of I did a better job with her on the iPad because
I feel like the complexity was easier to manage than with marker, but that's okay. Oh, because she's just got so many colors going on, and like, ooh, she does. Her coat is just so beautiful.
Her coat is very complex. And I feel like it's hard to maintain all the white flecks, you know. Maybe I should try to get them in with Jelly Roll, but I'm not. I feel like Jelly Roll is not my talent. Although nothing's a talent, it's a skill. So I don't know what I'm saying. So forget that. I have
Okay.
not practiced with the Jelly Roll. All right, I think I'm gonna just lay down like grays. Oh, she's such a complexity because the fur like travels in a certain direction on her face, and you can see it. And you can't see it so much for Icy because of the solid color. Oh, I
Your
thought I
oven-
made it so that it would turn off.
No, I'll deal with it.
Yeah, you can just turn it off because it should be done.
It smells really good.
Yeah, I hope it's good.
I feel like as a watcher, when you guys are making lasagna, I'd be like, oh.
Sometimes you just feel like lasagna.
Yeah, I feel like it's a comforting.
It is. Yeah, so it's just making noise. I don't think so. I think leaving it in is fine because I don't think it's like gonna over. But you know you can override my decision on
What do you think, Mom?
that.
Mm.
Should we
Just
take it
turn-
out?
Turn the oven off.
Yeah.
but should you take it out of the oven or just leave it in there? If anyone in the comments has thoughts about what you do when you're cooking
Well,
a lasagna and if you
are
leave it in the
supposed to
oven
let
or
it.
not.
You're supposed to let it set before you even attempt to cut it.
Sure,
Yeah.
but
Depends on how long.
that's not my question.
Well, I mean, so you could take it out if you were going to be eating fairly soon, but
Oh, when are we gonna be done? I mean, it's still 6:46.
Oh, okay. There we go. Her fur is like darker around the eyes. Okay. Okay. I think that's pretty good. Now I can go to the C7. C7, darker around the eyes. Little cheeks. She got little cheekies. She's so beautiful.
so I've been ignoring the game, but I just saw a little notice on my phone 17-7 at the half.
Oh.
But who's ahead?
Chiefs,
Oh, good.
Who's playing?
Who are they playing against?
Las Vegas,
Ah,
Raiders.
are they good?
Raiders.
The game is pretty evenly matched, so it's not clear who will win.
Ah,
It's football.
yes.
Okay. So you can tell how much I'm like, oh, sports. I didn't know you were a big sports fan.
Well, I think right now because the Chiefs are good, everybody.
Well, actually, they haven't been that good this season.
Oh, really? I thought they
No.
were still reasonable. But it seems like everybody in Kansas City area is into the Chiefs to some extent. That's my perception. I don't know if that's true.
Well, the perspective you have to have though is that basically, like I read an article, and the quarterback for the Chiefs is this guy Pat Mahomes, and they said he's in a slump. But they said
Yes.
compared to every other like quarterback that's ever been, great like he is, like this is the longest that someone's ever not been in a slump. And so it's normal, but it's actually still extraordinary. because like all these other great quarterbacks, they had a slump much earlier. It took him 3.5 years to have a slump. And so it's just kind of like, there's a little bit of a feeling that the sky is falling. But I don't think that it is. However, with my drawing, the
Sky is falling.
It's fallen already.
So I kind of liked about watching Bob Ross growing up, the happy accidents. Just like there's no mistakes.
There's no mistake.
And you have to struggle like you're a fish on a hook.
Oh no, I believe in the Zen nonviolent philosophy.
No, I'm just speaking of my own problems.
Okay, you got to struggle and fight through it.
Can't.
Oh, like you're a fish.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna wriggle away. I'm gonna escape.
Okay. Good job.
Bunnies also, they always have this white, it's not white, but the skin around their eyes makes their eyes it's like a different color, but it's a lighter color. And that's hard to capture because a jelly roll is like going to be too bright. So I don't know. I guess maybe I'll just leave it. I don't know, man. I'm not used to drawing them so large, so this is much more of a detail situation than I usually do.
Yeah, I feel like for the amount of time I spent staring at cats, I'm really bad at drawing them.
Well,
It's very hard.
But you're only drawing them once a week. But you are drawing them once a week now.
That's
That's
true.
pretty cool.
Sometimes I switch it up.
Yeah, that is true. You have branched out to other topics and
No, it wasn't a
critters.
criticism.
Yeah.
But it takes a lot of practice, Like I mean, I have drawn like probably thousands of bunnies.
That's pretty cool. Okay, that's reassuring.
It's not like and then there's that lady who does the paintings. We were joking we should ask her to be on Doodle together. A Japanese lady who does the watercolor paintings that are amazing of bunnies. Like, oh, maybe she can jump. Because
Is she in Japan?
I think so. She was doing this series where she was posting her drawing, like her painting process, like a video of them, and they're amazing.
Oh, that's awesome.
And it's a complicated process because I think she like masks out the bunnies and then paints the background in. But her bunnies are something else. She makes me look like amateur hour. Just kidding. It's a different style. But her style is very advanced.
Cool. What's her name?
What is her name?
Shinako Moriyama,
Yeah.
I think.
Yes, Shinako.
Okay.
Yeah. She draws beautiful bunnies. And she also sometimes she posts a video of her bunny. Wasn't that her bunny running around with her?
Yeah.
It was really cute because they were running around like the dining room.
Aww.
And the bunny was like chasing her.
Aww.
They're like playing a game.
That's adorable.
But yeah, she draws these adorable like domestic scenes with bunnies there. So I think some of them are self-portraits. But she also does a fair number of like super whimsy ones. Anyway. So yeah, I admire her and aspire to her skill level.
I have to do this.
Yeah, I should tweet at her sometime. All right, time for the cape, and then I have to make the decisions. I think, is Cassandra's paw white? I think it is. Her front feet's.
Time check. 6:53.
Are the whiskers last?
Yes.
Okay.
Whiskers and shadows are always last.
Okay.
There's a phase for whiskers and shadows. And on the iPad or on the, they go on their own separate layer.
Oh.
Here they just have to be last. And then the plaid of the icy cape is detective cape. Which is not really a plaid, it's just a pattern that I've been using every time. It's vaguely plaid-ish.
I have 12 layers now.
12 layers. Serious.
It is.
Wait, are
it
you
is
using the
flowering.
iPad again, Ben?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ben is going digital.
Oh.
He was so
There it is.
inspired. And
I'm thinking
I
digital.
will try a digital for next season.
borrow one of yours.
Absolutely.
Whoa.
But not for this season. I think I want to finish out my grid. Because the digital is a related but also slightly different skill set, so you kind of have to start over.
Mm.
Oh, my dad texted and he said the Doodle program froze 5 minutes ago.
Dope.
I'm gonna text back and say reload.
I asked them. Well,
Do they know how to reload?
I hope so.
Didn't freeze.
Because I doubt it's the thing. I mean, it's got to just be some connection.
How
or
many
something.
viewers are there right now?
Just one.
Yeah. Well, it's okay. I mean,
That's okay.
they tried. They gave it.
They did.
All right. So
Maybe it did freeze for everyone.
I know.
Wow.
I think I'm gonna follow your suggestion, sister, and go with a water pistol. So, quick poll. What do you all think of when you think of a water pistol in your head? What color is it? Blue? It's always very bright, right?
Yeah.
Well, we always had bright ones as kids, so I feel like I'm
I know.
biased.
Right.
But usually they're pretty bright.
He said he tried. I'll say no worries. Thanks.
Thanks for watching.
Trying. All right, I'm gonna make Icy's pistol blue, very bright blue. Plus, it's a nice color pop. I like this. We really reduced the violence inherent to this notion.
Yeah.
Now it's a buddy water pistol movie, which is really no big deal. I had some creepy lines here, which make his hand look like a thumb, which is not cool. Creepy thumb. Okay. And then what color is Cassandra? Is like a bright pink, maybe? Do I have a really bright garish pink?
Garish pink.
You have a more garish pink. Thank you. Azalea. Ooh,
Sorry.
beautiful. Oh, it's not as bright as one would believe.
You want to try this one?
Ooh, begonia. Yours are all floral. Ooh, that's perfect.
Yeah, that's a very bright.
That is a nice water pistol kind of a pink.
Happy to share my markers with you.
Wow.
Yeah, I gotta say, before Doodle Together, I did not do any art. I am sad to admit. So thank you all for
Well, it's awesome that you're joining us.
inspiring me and letting me crash your show sometimes.
Well, and don't you find it satisfying? I think that's all
It
that's
is.
important. Is like if you find it like enjoyable,
Yeah.
meditative, enjoyable. That's what's important.
I look forward to it.
Yeah, it's always like, oh, that was lovely.
Beforehand, I'm always like, oh, I don't know how to draw.
I know.
So it's kind of like the stress and then
There is a little bit of that.
but then it's kind of fun. You're like, oh,
All right.
phew.
I think I'm ready for whiskers and shadows. Whiskers and shadows. How are you all doing?
I think I'm done.
Oh, and with this, I need to do eyeball, shininess. So I do need a jelly roll because shiny eyeballs pretty important here.
Yeah, it does give more like aliveness.
Well, and also their eyeballs are super shiny. So
They do have very shiny eyeballs.
if I don't have that, it's gonna look something's wrong. Yeah, look at that. Look at those shiny eyeballs. Yeah. Also, one thing that's hard, that's a little tricky, is that like Icy's whiskers are actually white. So it's not accurate to draw them with the black pen, but the white pen I think will disappear. So I think I just have to take artistic liberties. So she has so many whiskers. So many. And also Cassandra's whiskers are black and white. And they have like a bajillion, but you can't draw all that many because then it just gets a little too busy. Okay. All right, whiskers in. Icy whiskers. Oh, Icy's whiskers.
Yeah,
are so
cat whiskers
soft.
are really long, and it's funny when they lose them sometimes.
Oh, they do. They just come out.
Eventually, Pants would lose his sometimes, and I'd find out like a large whisker on the floor and be like, "Cool,
Mm-hmm.
magical." They can sense like so much with it.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
how
they're
they track us.
utilitarian,
Yeah. He knows.
It's funny in this picture. Icy's whiskers are kind of more down.
All right. I tweeted.
Good job.
I will start to get ready.
All right, so you're gonna lead the
Mhm.
situation.
Yar.
Yar. Okay, and then I just gotta add a little bit of shadowing here. C3. That seems good.
Well, it doesn't seem like there's a huge rush right
Okay. What are you saying?
now.
What are you saying?
I'm saying that there's 2 drawings.
Still pending.
Yeah, it's good to have
Slow-
cats here.
slow
Now we have
sister.
more on top of the timing
I'm
situation.
sorry. I know.
No,
I want
You
to be
look like
fast.
you're almost done.
Yeah, there's no need. Yeah, yours is looking pretty complete to me.
Do you- got whiskers.
So how do you draw these? They're very nice. I can actually. I think there's something I could do.
Oh, what's that?
Oh, looking at the. It takes a long time. I do lots of mistakes while I do it. I make lots of mistakes. And then I keep trying to fix it.
I don't know why I can't get it straight up.
Oh,
I don't know why I can't aim it in such a way where you can actually see.
it's hard. You can.
It is hard,
You
yeah.
can see it. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
This is our first 3 separate inputs,
Ooh.
all
Yeah.
going at the same time. It's a
These-
whole new
Well
world.
done, Ben, on this
These things get complicated.
directorial.
Yeah.
Can I use this one?
Yeah.
This is nice. Yeah, that's a good shadow color, actually.
Yeah, I like that. I think that's why I do soft colors, because I have a good shadow set.
Yeah, because with mine, if I use with the bunnies are already so gray, and so if I use a shadow color that's gray, then it doesn't look like a shadow. It looks like it's So I need a slightly different hue, I think.
Mm-hmm.
All right, what about you, Icy? Do you have any more? Yeah, I think you have a little more. I feel like I kind of accidentally gave him a bit of a 5 o'clock shadow, which doesn't make any
And it's
sense.
just a shadow. It's all good.
All right.
Makes sense.
It makes sense? Okay.
Yeah, it shows his shape.
Okay. All right, and I'm gonna darken Cassandra just a smidge because I think she's a little too gray, and then I'm done. And this is one of those things where the colors, the marker colors layer.
I realized something about Procreate today.
What's that?
It's that, you know how you can choose the thickness of
Mm-hmm.
the thing?
Mm-hmm.
That was really hard for me because I often chose lines that were too thin.
Mm.
And so then I would be like, well, I just have to press forward. And so I'd try to use it, but I
Mhm.
felt like they were just too thin. It would be like if I got a pencil that was way too thin, somehow.
Mm-hmm.
And so just having normal sizes set
Yeah.
aside,
Do you-
you can't choose crazy sizes that don't make any sense.
Mm-hmm. I actually like the way this turned out.
Yeah, look at it. There's all the.
Do you think I should make anything more like? I feel like I should just call it a
So-
day.
I think this is hilarious.
What?
I love it. I'm saying I really.
What's
love
hilarious about it? Are you saying my drawing is hilarious?
it. No, I'm saying
Oh,
that
that's a
it's
nice
that it's
pattern sweater.
that it's Lethal Weapon.
It's
It's
lethal.
hilarious.
It's-
I don't know.
It's
so
a
adorably.
buddy movie.
It's so adorably lethal.
Yeah,
It's
it
a
makes
buddy
sense.
movie.
I mean, it really works.
It's a very.
Here, I'll show you.
Oh, okay.
Well, you have to post that also in the tweet.
But I
right?
also didn't give him enough space because in theory, Ben, you could be back here as a Joe Pesci character, but there's
I'd
not
have to
enough
be
space.
like 30 feet away to fit into that space.
But yeah, I what I enjoyed about this was being able to go big, because usually they're very small, because I'm putting in a more complicated concept, and since this was a fairly simple concept.
I'm glad you drew tonight. I mean, we're on the camera.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I feel better about me using pencil now when I see you using pencil.
Yeah, I mean,
There's less.
I think sometimes because I felt like if I got something totally wrong on this, it would bug me too much, and so sometimes I feel like that extra caution is warranted. But I also think that with the, with the drawings that we did, like while we were on vacation, like she was so big into using pencil, and so I was like, oh,
Also,
legitimize
Lisa, if this works, we
somewhat.
don't have to do headphones ever again,
Oh yeah.
right?
So you're gonna review the footage and make sure that echo is to your
I
satisfaction.
always watch every episode 10 times.
Nuh-uh.
Mm-hmm.
Do you watch it even once?
Watch a little bit.
I watch it 0 times.
Really, never.
I think I'm like, I mean to watch the one with the yawn because that one is. I wanna
Oh my
pull the
god, that
yawn
was
from
so cute. I was like, wow.
And also when Icy did the journey, wasn't that cute too? He's like, we were like, Icy, come over here.
I was like, how do you get your rabbits to perform on cue?
And he was like, I'm coming.
Amazing. Icy's pretty. I mean, he just
Ben, are you gonna do the browser part?
a hands
No.
Oh, yours is cool. I'm about to.
Well, I can't do it till I post.
Doodle. Why?
There's no one too.
Yeah, but it's
Sorry.
something. Doodle together.
It looks so much like a wolf cat. I don't know what I did.
That's okay though.
I like that.
I like that. That's cool.
Pretty awesome.
There's nothing wrong with it being a wolf cat.
I can't draw it.
It makes me think of
Or a
Castlevania.
jaguar cat. Like they're like it's like a little bit it's harkening down to their ancestors.
It's like on a door, like a fancy knocker that looks like a cat.
Mm.
Lethal. Should I say it's Lethal Weapon 3?
Was there already a 3?
Well, the poster I used was a Lethal Weapon 3.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, I guess. 33 1/3. Just kidding. 3 1/3.
Water.
Are you ready for a trick on the rabbit cam?
Yeah.
Yes, the rabbit
Yeah,
cam.
rabbit cam, rabbit
We need
cam,
rabbit cam music.
rabbit cam
Oh,
time.
yeah,
Oh
rabbit cam
my
should have like
god,
a-
he's so cute. Look at him. Oh, the stretching. Oh.
Segue in the rabbit cam.
Come on, Icy.
You're trying to get him all the way up.
Oh, wait, 7:06. Okay, I'm just gonna
No worry.
post it and apologize for my
Well, we should have the last part of the show should just be apologies.
apologies. I know, right?
I'm
That should all.
so sorry.
I really need just that as a segment of my.
Be like, look, there's only
Dear.
so much bandwidth. Use it up on this.
How do you take your picture? Oh wait.
Oh yeah. Here,
Use
you can use
your-
this light.
How do you not get a shadow from your phone?
I can turn on
Right
my
now,
lights.
I think there was no shadow. Yeah,
Sorry,
I
I'm just
think,
pushing you
I
over.
think if you
sister.
put it over there, that's pretty good.
Oh, it looks like a wolf.
No, it looks like more like a wildcat,
Okay.
not a wolf.
You know, it's
I
just
don't-
inspired by many.
How do I do?
Many
okay.
beings have inspired me.
Lethal weapon. You want me to post the lethal weapon picture?
I
I
don't quite
think it gives
catch.
it nice context.
Yeah.
It's cute.
How do you? Oops. How do I'm just trying to find the image URL.
What's that?
Oh, I'll just do the
What are you
wiki.
talking about? Just copy it. Just go to this. Just copy.
Post it directly.
No. Yeah.
Oh, here,
yeah.
here,
Post
I
it
found it.
directly.
I found it. I found it.
You don't need the URL.
Wow.
Just take a. I mean, I just take screenshots of things.
Yeah, I was trying not to do that. I was gonna just.
I don't need the tooth, do I? Is that too obvious?
I like it.
Okay.
Nice.
I ran out of time. I was gonna do a claw in there, you know, but
Yeah.
I feel like that's.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm gonna have to do a round 2.
It's all
Both my
good.
finished
All right, then.
doodles.
All right, you
Go for it.
ready?
Yes, I'm done. Whew.
All right, cool. So, I don't know what the
What are you,
pick order these things
what
are
you
in.
doing?
All right.
Nice.
First up,
Ooh,
Mom.
I
Do you want to
like
talk
it.
about it? Hello?
Yeah. Well, you want me to
You want to
say
talk about your
something?
drawing? It's time to talk about your drawing.
Okay, so
Just kidding.
yeah, I really struggled with the idea about weapon, and I guess I thought about a gun first. And so I just started checking to see what options were and came up with that sculpture that was done with the knotted gun. And then there were a lot of people who had done drawings. And one of them was Ringo Starr. He did one, or at least he posted one. So I just did my version of it then. And I did struggle with like what a gun looked like, you know, even though I was drawing it from another picture. It's like I don't know whether it's quite right, but
I think it
it's
looks
the
good.
best.
I mean,
I
I
like
think
it.
it looks really nice.
It does.
I like the colors too.
Yeah, the colors are great.
There's a lot of
Well, and
detail.
I just did the colors that I wanted.
That's
So,
cool.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I think it works
Well, I
really,
think
really
that's
well.
cool because it's
Yeah.
like your own version of it.
Yeah, and I like the golden jelly rolls and stuff. It's
Mhm.
great.
Yeah, the barrel, like with the pink.
And is it not? Oh, it's a knotted gun. I was reading it wrong. I was like knotted gun.
oh yeah, sorry, I
That makes
didn't
sense.
cross that second T. Yeah, the
Yeah,
knotted
no,
gun.
no,
So
but I
it's
thought
like
it
the
would have been
barrel
cool
of
if it
the
was a
gun is
knotted gun.
tied in a knot.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I like
And
it.
it looks like so the original sculpture is outside the United Nations headquarters.
Oh, cool.
But then there's a lot of replicas placed
Mhm.
in a lot of strategic places around the world. Nice.
Yeah.
There we go.
Ooh,
Oh, cool.
very nice.
I like your colorful version. I think it's cool. And there was like a peace sign in the handle, which I noticed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love
On
it.
Genesis.
I like
that was
that.
really nice.
I like the colorfulness.
I like the
of
color
it.
that you added to that. That was a nice touch.
Yeah. I think it's
Yeah.
cool when art pivots off of other art.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and what was your experience? Do you have feelings of being someone who was, in the 60s was experiencing these things? This was the 60s. He died in he died in the 80s.
He was shot in 1980.
Yeah. So this is the 80s.
I mean, I think now there's just a lot that there's so much violence going on now.
Yeah.
But I do know a couple people who have been held up at gunpoint,
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Mm.
and I wasn't there, but
I like how you have markers
people
in the foreground of
very
your
close to me.
camera.
It's artistic.
I know.
It's like a documentary shot.
Yeah, have
Actually.
these markers in the foreground.
That is actually nice.
Well, I was 2 years old when he was shot, so I
Yeah.
remember I wrote a Medium article at the time. All right, next, Kat.
Oh, Ben,
Do you want to
you're
talk about it?
funny.
So I ran out of time as per usual because I spend always every week too much time looking for inspiration. But maybe I'll take Janice's approach and think about it more ahead of time.
Well, thank you for coming, though. I mean,
Yeah,
thank you for-
Thanks
I don't
for
mind.
joining us in person.
It forces us to think about what can we show because we can't just fill the air, So we have the rabbit cam, which is Katie's idea, and sometimes we had the lasagna Garfield cam one time.
That's amazing.
True.
We asked Lucy to give movie reviews. now.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so it keeps us creative.
It does.
Yeah.
It's nice to change it up.
Have some variety.
Yeah.
This is gonna be a long episode.
Sorry. So this is
I'm excited.
it started out as a cat, but then I somehow made it kind of wolfy.
I mean, I
So
think he
it's
looks pretty cat-like.
Really, it's
though.
thinking about weapons, it's like natural weapons.
Yeah,
so I
it
was
looks like
thinking
a cat.
teeth and claws was really what I was going for, but I ran out of time to do the
Yeah.
claws.
I like the outlining of the teeth because it deviates from your normal style, but it shows that you can alter the style when it's necessary to achieve
Yeah.
a certain outcome. And I
Also
think that's really
emphasizes
cool.
them.
Yeah, I realized
Well,
without
I like
it,
the
you
eyes.
get lost.
What'd you
I
say?
like the eyes on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do your cats always have green eyes?
So far, well, because I've had black cats only.
They always
But
have
it's different
green
shades
eyes.
of green. So like Andy Pants was like a really green.
Is
like
it
a-
yellow though, or more green or yellow?
Well, now Loki has more golden like amber. So it's different shades of green. There's like a foresty green.
But Andy was more green.
Andy was more green, and
that's
then
cool.
Loki is more amber, like more golden green. So
That's neat.
Do
I
black
feel like
cats-
I've noticed this more as I started doodling on the color. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Of, like,
totally.
what shades are in there?
Do
Yeah, it makes
black
you
cats
observe.
always have green, yellow eyes?
Yeah,
I
pretty
never
much.
know. They might have different. I mean,
Huh,
Might be-
interesting.
Weird, different ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, because they're not. They have
Do
like
cats have blue eyes sometimes?
if they're like Siberian, don't they?
Yeah,
Wow.
like white cats can have
White
blue
cats
eyes.
have blue
Yeah.
eyes.
What color are Clemmy's eyes?
It's like on the old Doodle Together. On the old Doodle Together, we would always be like, "Oh, we
I know,
learned.
like
we
I don't
learned
know what
something
color
tonight.
Clementine's eyes are.
I know.
We're really. This is just.
She might have blue eyes. I don't
Oh,
know.
someone dropped off.
Oh, okay.
That's
Well,
all right. It's a
late.
long one.
Yeah.
It's a long one. It's
All right.
all good.
I'm just joking around. These
Oh.
So yeah, so this was my take on a buddy film. I mean, because Lethal Weapon.
bunny film.
Buddy.
Bunny.
Bunny.
Bunny?
It's a buddy. It's a bunny film.
Bunny buddy.
Lethal Weapon 3. So these are the rabid detectives. So they're also, so it's like they're not just Ice Climber Cassandra, but they're the detective versions of Ice Climber Cassandra. But then they're also the Lethal Weapon 3 versions of the detective versions of Ice Climber Cassandra. So there's a lot,
So many levels.
there's a lot of identities going on
Layers.
here.
Layers upon layers.
And then I really
That was amazing.
but I really liked cats. I think it was your suggestion to convert to water pistols because it makes it much more lighthearted. Because I agree that real guns are horrifying, but water pistols are like kind of funny, and cute. So
So did
So
you
I
post
liked
the?
yes, I did
With
post.
the
I
link.
tried
Oh,
to.
Lisa.
I know.
What a mess.
Well, it works.
Kind
It
of.
works. So there they are. Yeah, and so you can see
She's referencing.
with them, they're
I think it made Cassandra look really interesting. Like because you were drawing Cassandra like Danny Glover,
Yeah.
it made her have this look where she's like, "Hey,
She's got expression and character.
Yeah,
She's
it's
like,
amazing.
don't F with me.
I love it."
I feel
Yeah,
like she
because
has.
Cassandra really stands. Sorry. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
No, I agree.
Yeah, you're
no.
right. I'm sorry.
I'm with you. I'm yes.
well, and I enjoyed being able to draw them much larger than usual because you can get more into their facial expressions, than
Yeah.
normal. Because usually they are so tiny on the page. They're like,
I mean,
this
just
big,
just
so.
just look at this.
Cheek to cheek / back to back,
She's
but
just
all the
like-
attitude.
Look at that.
You don't
I mean,
mess with
that's
her.
amazing.
She
Oh,
feels the
man.
power. She's got the responsibility.
But she's got a little pink water pistol.
Yeah.
Well, and
She's-
she knows that
she
Icy's
knows how to use
Icy's fucking crazy. And so she's the one that's got to keep. She's like, look, I'm gonna retire next week.
She's like, I'm too old for this
Oh.
shit.
I'm too old for this shit. I'm gonna retire next week. I gotta keep this guy under control.
Yeah.
it.
Danny Glover. Danny Glover is
We
a
did
Bay Area favorite too.
Yes, he
Nice,
is. He goes to
nice.
Vegan Mob.
Vegan
Oh,
mom.
nice.
We
That's
love
awesome. I
Danny
love
Glover
Vegan
in
Mom
the Bay
and
Area.
Danny Glover.
And we
Or
did
in
enjoy
general.
rewatching, or for the first time maybe, watching the Lethal Weapon series more than I expected I would. Ben had to
Awesome.
give me a lot of history of Mel Gibson to explain it.
Wait, what do you mean the history of
It
Mel
was
Gibson?
just
What does
like-
that even mean?
He was just like telling me about Mel Gibson's, appeal and stuff because I wasn't quite on top of it.
You didn't understand
What?
it?
What do you mean? What do you?
Well,
what
yeah,
are you
like
talking
I've
about? He's
never
Australian.
paid
What do you
attention.
mean?
I've never paid attention. Anyway, let's move on.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Ooh,
Wow, that
That's
is very
cool.
cool.
I don't know.
I like this.
I think it's really evocative.
Yeah. Well, here's
and
the.
I like this. The circles are perfect, Ben, because I like that they're a little bit messy, but they are they're still very clean.
Well, I think at some point all my normal approaches to this didn't work, and so
Wait,
I
move
just
your
had
mouse
to.
because it's making him have like kind of crazy eyes.
No, there's no mouse. It
Wait,
just is
oh,
crazy. It
there's
has crazy.
He has
eyes.
no,
crazy
there
eyes.
is a mouse.
Oh, you don't-
it's
that's not
there.
even real,
Yes,
yeah.
I'm sorry.
The viewers don't see that.
Yes, I'm sorry.
The view.
The view.
Oh. The viewer.
We're the view. Who's the viewee? We're the viewer. They're the viewer. Anyway, this is really degrading fast. But so In any case, yeah, that was the drawing.
I like the depth of it, like the different colors, and like it kind of seems kind of smoky, watery, like
Mhm.
reflective. Like I really like the
It
the
looks
colors.
like
and
a
the-
sculpture,
yeah.
like a painting of a sculpture.
I think with the like I was thinking about what our art instructor at the resort said.
Yes.
There's a fluidness to it that I really like.
That's the most like Gwyneth Paltrow I've ever felt like. But
So, You're so goopy.
oh my god, our instructor at the resort said it should be like this. But no, it's so no, what I mean is that it's about like ultimately you just have to copy what's happening, you know? And so for me, I was just trying to figure out how the heck do I use like the tools to like capture what's happening, and I wasn't really able to like look at this right ear, like it's red.
Mhm.
Mine is gold.
I like yours as
Yeah,
gold though.
yours is more dramatic.
And like picking the colors and stuff is just really
Also, I like his eyeball.
tough, you know.
Yeah,
I like
and
the
I could
drip.
not get any of this shit like
I know.
straight
I
or
actually
perfect.
like
I like yours.
the messiness of the eyeballs.
Yeah, I like it too. And the right being a little bit bigger than the left.
Because the other
You
image
know?
is a little too perfect. Those
Exactly, it's
eyeballs
kind of
are
boring.
like-
This one gives me
there's
more
something
to
wrong
like.
with them.
look at.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also at some point I got bored and just started playing with filters, and that's why on this like eye that has this weird shape, it's like some sort of Photoshop style filter where
That's his
it's like
implant.
you can multiply or subtract or darken or dodge.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
So I just started picking filters randomly because I was just sad.
You were
So
sad.
for someone
Aw.
watching
It wasn't
this who
working.
has no clue what this is,
What'd you say?
Oh yeah.
Can
Do you want to
you
explain
explain
this
it more?
image?
Oh, there's this like electronica act called Dead Mouse, and it's just this guy who wears like a mouse like helmet thing
Yeah, you
like
can
this.
bring
Like
up-
this is him.
oh, okay.
And so he
Is that
never
a
appears.
photograph?
Yeah, you never see his face. You just see him like this. And he has like different colors of them and different styles of them.
I didn't actually know.
And
any
so
of
he's just this iconic thing. And
Okay.
there was a song. What'd you say?
Nothing.
No, I mean her. Did you say something, Mom?
No, I said okay. Then
Oh yeah.
I just think you should explain for
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
who
thank
might
you.
be-
And then
like, if
and
these
then
parents
there's
were watching, they wouldn't have a clue either.
Yeah,
just
they'd be like,
me.
huh? Weapon?
yeah, weapon. So I think the most well-known or mainstream Dead Mouse song is this one called Raise Your Weapon, where it's basically just a bunch of electronica stuff, and then there's a woman singing like Raise Your Weapon, and like it's a fun little nice little song.
Yeah.
And so I wasn't gonna draw a gun or whatever, so obviously this was a reasonable thing to draw. And also it was a challenge because it's a lot different. Because I realized in my drawings I really rely on lines.
Mhm.
And in this, there's very few lines, and so I have to rely on tone and other things instead. And so it was a challenge for me. It was really hard, and it was uncomfortable, but I'm glad that I was able to finish it at least.
Did you use like a pen or a tool to press, or or your finger?
I mean, I did a lot of stuff. So I mean, there's 12 layers,
Oh.
and so you can see it's sort of like built up from these layers.
Cool.
Do you know what year this song was released?
No,
2011.
yeah, so it's 10 years ago.
Wow.
I don't remember what layers were on, but that's
Also,
That's
I
cool.
just
I
want
like
to
that.
point out
Time travel on your picture.
Noah retweeted mine.
nice. That's great.
Okay,
That's
I have
great.
a
That's
cheese
why-
update.
Pretty exciting.
What'd you
Are you
say?
ready for the cheese
score
update?
update?
Yeah, what is it?
Yes.
24-14, third quarter, 7 minutes left.
And they're ahead.
Ben.
Yes.
Some
you had
some photograph of me from
What happened? Was
just
there a photograph?
just in your widget, you know.
Were
There's
you,
a-
was it okay?
It was
yeah, it was
fine.
fine. It was just really old
you
and
have
strange.
All
that was
of
old. I
your,
thought it was recent.
there
No, it was.
problem?
I think that looked like it was from like 2000.
I think that's all our drawings. So I
Yeah.
think we're in good shape. And, I wanted to thank all of our viewers. And, and each and every two of you, like, I just think, why don't you come back? Why don't you join us next week?
For
Thanks.
Toxic,
We're toxic.
Ooh.
which I think Ben will be drawing Britney Spears.
I mean, that's pretty.
I don't want to draw a Britney Spears.
I'm just
I don't
kidding.
think I can.
You don't have to draw Britney Spears. I'm
I'll-
sure.
I mean, I
Bunny
can try
Spears.
if you really
Bunny
want me to.
Spears.
But
Bunny Spears can be.
Britney, yeah, you'll draw Bunny Spears.
Bunny Spears.
And
sure we
thank you
can
to our special
find-
guest, Kat. You should
Yes,
join us
thank you,
more
Kat.
often.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. It was a
Because-
pleasure.
Yeah. The two people out there are not going to steal your soul if you come here. It's fine.
Okay.
All right. Well, good night.
Good night.
Okay.
Longest one ever.
I know.
Hour
sorry
and
about
24
that.
minutes.
That's what happens. That's what
Yeah.
happens.
Okay. Good night.
Good
Good
night.
night.